What's it like sharing the stage with A$AP Rocky, man?
Fucking crazy, bro. That shit is crazy. Like, it's crazy and it's exciting, you feel me? Like, it's like, you gotta understand, bro. I'm really a music head and I'm an internet head, you feel me? And I grew up on this shit, so a lot of this shit be surreal for me, you feel me? Like, I really, like, grew up on Frostwire and illegally downloading all these niggas shit and Dat Piff and fucking, you feel me? So it's like to be on stage with a nigga that I grew up listening to, you feel me? And he's showing me this mother, it's like, that shit be like, you know? It be surreal sometimes, but it's like, you know, so you gotta get the job done, though.
Yo, 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 it's your boy Hakeem, and you are watching Our Generation Music. And today, man, I got a very, very rare interview for you. ICYTWAT. What's up, my guy?
My boy.
How are you today, man?
Feeling good, man. Feeling good.
That's amazing. I think we first got to start this interview off with just talking about this fit and, you know, how you came about putting this fit together, because this is a very dope and interesting fit.
So these pants are by my homie Phoenix. This jacket is by my homie Phoenix. The hoodie is by me. The whole hoodie, scarf, all that by my homie Phoenix, you feel me? Got the Marc Jacobs little chain, belt, whatever, you feel me? Got some thrift store little bracelets and shit, you feel me? Simple shit, you know? These are all by my homies, all custom pieces, you feel me? Like,
that's amazing. I'm 100% like believer in just wearing the homies brands and supporting the homie shit. If the homies have some fire shit, I'm gonna wear that over anything.
Facts.
You know, like, except for jeans, it's hard for me to like break away from like expensive denim. But if the homie make a hard pair of jeans, I'm gonna buy it too.
Really, I'm gonna keep it on there. I ain't even no fashion nigga, so like when it come to clothes, it's like when it come to expensive clothes, like I fuck with the Rick cargos, the Kret shits. Them the only like expensive ones I really go into. Other than that, I'm wearing my homie shit. You feel me? Like I ain't really. I ain't going Balenciaga crazy, Memphis crazy. Like I ain't that type of nigga. I ain't no fashion nigga.
I feel that. Yeah, I feel like those Rick cargo pants are definitely a staple piece for real.
Yeah, nah, I fuck with them shit.
But man, you really haven't done a lot of solo interviews, if any solo interviews.
This first one.
So this is the first ICYTWAT solo interview. I guess. You know, everyone knows, you know, you started off with Divine Council, you know, you guys are from the DMV.
Nah, I'm from Chicago.
You're from Chicago.
Yeah, they from the DMV.
They from the DMV.
I'm from Chicago. We looked up on the internet. The internet got to get that right too. Google, please get that right. I'm not from Richmond, Virginia. I'm from Chicago, Illinois. You feel me?
That's amazing. So now we got that cleared up because, you know, to my knowledge, and I was looking for that. I'm like, where are you from? And it just says you're from the DMV. And I was just like, all right. Google, get on that shit. Make sure we know where this man is from. So now that we know you're from Chicago, talk a little bit about, you know, growing up in Chicago and how, you know, it's impacted your music.
Shit, growing up in Chicago was fun, honestly. Like I was a big Kanye West fan, you feel me? Like obviously, like he ran the city from the time I was born to shit, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, you feel me? Like until now, you feel me? But that was like really what I grew up on. And then I was a big Cash Money fan too. So like, you feel me? Heavy 90s music, you feel me? Old shit that my pops and them used to play, you feel me? Like, just influenced my whole sound, you feel me? And like, being out in Chicago, it was like, you feel me? You're in the streets or you doing some creative shit, you feel me? And I chose the creative side. Like, I was like, nah, that ain't my path, you feel me?
Yeah, definitely similar path to a Kanye. And another thing similar with Kanye is that you produce. A great producer, and I think an underrated producer, in my opinion. You know, and you also spoke about, you know, a lot of the older music that you've listened to. When I listen to your beats and your music, like the Memphis edge that it just has, production-wise, is absolutely just so energetic and just like takes you like you're on a fucking ride, like you're in a fast ass car going crazy, you know what I mean? And, you know, talk a little bit about, you know, how Memphis music inspired you, you know, production wise.
So Memphis wise came like when I started fucking with Flocko, you feel me? Cause like, well, I can't really say it came starting with him, but he put me on to more underground shit. Like obviously growing up, you know, like the mainstream 3-6 songs and shit, you feel me, or the mainstream like Memphis songs. But like once I tapped in with him, he just put me on to like, nah, you gotta listen to Lil Yo, you feel me? Yo Gotti before he was Yo Gotti. You gotta listen to Skinny Pimp. You gotta listen you feel me? So he just put me on, and it just, you know what I'm saying? Once I catch it, so you feel me? I'm taking it to a different level. You feel me? So it was like he put me on to the whole catalog, and he was like, oh nah, this is crazy. You feel me? Then I was always a fan of that shit back in like early 2011. 2012 when they was coming up, you feel me, like ASAP days, Metro Zoo days, Xavier Wolf, you feel me, like all them shit, like I was already hip to that, you feel me, Amber London, shit like that. So like, you know, like now it's just like I'm implementing more into my sound because I know like the history of it now, you feel me?
Yeah, no, like you can hear it all over the City project and even on the, you know, the City World, the deluxe, and you know, been listening to the project and really sitting there digesting it, and I'm just like, man, the snares, the two-step hi-hat, the rolls on the snare, the different bounces. I'm just like,
and also too, shout out to Giannis, shout out to Polo Boy, shout out to Cloud Boy, you feel me? Because they all co-producers as well.
okay,
Like, you feel me? I don't ever wanted to make it seem like I do all my shit myself, you feel me? But I also have co-producers, so we got to get them their shine too as well.
100%. I'm all about
shout out
credit.
to Giannis, shout out to Cloud Boy, shout out to Polo Boy, you feel me? They also helped on all those projects. Added sounds on all those projects as well, you feel me?
Yeah, and I love the sequencing of it and just the cohesiveness, just sound-wise. And I think one of the other things that really, really, you know, stood out to me about the projects is just like the melodies on there, right? You know, you're having this Memphis bounce and like, you know, shit is just like, feels like it's going a million miles per minute and you crunked up, but like these almost like lifelike melodies and then also dark melodies too. Like I felt like that was like the perfect merging of worlds that you did.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, because like, there was a lot of fans who wanted me to go back to my old sound, you feel me? Like the brighter sound, the lighter sound, but like, that's just not what I'm going through in life, you feel me? So like, I wanted like my music and my beats, like I'm a producer first, you feel me? Like before rapping and all this shit. So like, I wanted the soundscape of my beats to fit how my life was, you feel me, at the moment. It was gloomy and, you know, I was living out in New York for a while. And that's just what that vibe was. It gave Gotham City vibes, you feel me? So it was like, that was just the mood I was in and that's what I was creating, you feel me?
I love it, bro. I really got it. Like when I was listening to it, it was like this, there was a hint of happiness in there, but there was a lot of darkness, like a lot of darkness. And it does go back to, you know, like your friends wanting, you know, that old ICYTWAT vibe. And it goes back to even like the first time SoundCloud or, you know, people really got put onto your shit. You know, it was back in the day, obviously you were in the group, Divine Council, but like, man, people really talk about and really remember the Playboi Carti ICYTWAT talk song, a moment, a time.
And that's a moment that wasn't even supposed to happen. Like, it's crazy because like, I was sitting in the crib and I was originally remixing Lost by Carti and my fucking computer crashed and I was sick as fuck. So I'm like, bro, I'm not finna redo this all over. So I was like, let me just find another song. And then Talk happened to be the only song that didn't have a lot of drums on it. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just take this shit, rip the song off it, made that, uploaded it. That's history.
Went fucking crazy. Isn't it crazy if like your computer didn't fuck up, like we wouldn't have had that national treasure right there. I constantly go back to that song and just that remix. And it's crazy, you know, you being someone, you know, super early to, you know, adding to the Carti world and, you know, seeing where Carti's at now. Did you ever see, you know, him taking it to where he's at? You know, I just seen him headline Rolling Loud this weekend, which was absolutely insane. And, you know,
honestly, yeah. Like, I'm keeping it 100, bro. Like, he was always, like, I remember the first time I sent him a beat. This was before the Talk shit. Like, I remember I sent him a beat. It was like 2014. I asked him some bullshit too. He was like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Come back and make a Carti type beat, bro. It just curved me. I was like, all right, bet, say less. You feel me? Then I went back, went to the stool, you feel me? Came up with some crazy shit. And he was fucking with it. You feel me? There was a song he actually did with Addy. I think it's Thumbin'. It's called Thumbin'. But But yeah, like, nah, I seen it coming, bro. Like, he a visionary, bro. You feel me? Like, he a great artist too. You feel me? So like, that wasn't, you feel me, unexpected. You feel me, to see him be this big as he is now. Like,
Yeah.
Nah, he a great artist.
It's crazy to see, like, you know, all the different stages in Carti. You know, not a lot of artists get to have their career like that.
Fact.
And really get to execute on different levels and versions and artistic ideas of yourself. You know, like, it's absolutely insane. Like, it's only a few. Like, we've seen like a Pharrell or Kanye, a Jay, you know, like guys like that get to, like, you know, like, it always goes back to, like, even, you know, like the little Bape drawings, like the different versions of, like, Kanye or some shit. Like, Carti has that now.
Yeah, dead ass. Like, I know what you're talking about.
You know what I mean?
Like the different eras of him and shit.
Yeah, like now he's in the Vamp era. But, you know, back to, you know, the project, right? I feel like, I was gonna say, the project, production-wise on it, you know, you're a producer first. And
First,
always, you know, that's something you've always stated. What do you feel like, you know, were some of the challenges you might have had on this project, producing-wise?
None, because I'm so seasoned and shit. Like, I've been doing this since I was 14. You feel me? So it's like, production, like, I can make 15 beats in like an hour. You feel me? And like a good 6 of them shits I can rap on. You feel me? And them shits gonna be hard as hell. You feel me? So it's like, the beat wise, like, I don't really have a problem when it comes to making beats, honestly. Like, I got a good ear for shit. Like, once I hear it, I hear it. I don't take too long. Like, if I'm 15 seconds into the beat and I don't feel it, boom, we on to the next one. You feel me?
Moving on to the next one.
Just, it's like, I don't, you know, so it wasn't a hard process on the production at all. It's really more so the rap process, because it's like, I'm new to rapping. You feel me? Not new to rapping, but I'm, you feel me, up and coming rapper, new rapper. So it's like, conveying my real life experiences into the music was like the hardest part. You feel me? Like, actually, like, because, you know, sometimes I freestyle, sometimes I write. Like, I think that was the most challenging part, because I was going through so much shit. So it was like, how can I make this shit sound cool? Like, I want to motivate people, you know, like, get off your ass, get to it, you feel me? Because
100%.
It's going to be ups and downs, you feel me, in this shit, bro, you know?
You know, you put out City, and then, you know, City World, and then now you just dropped a new song. Stop trying to be...
I put out City World Deluxe, and Ghost 2. And then, like, a couple singles.
Yeah,
like
so...
5 months.
So, yeah.
Back to back, smacking them niggas.
Yeah, your output's been absolutely crazy. But the newest single, right? Stop Trying to Be Like Me. What inspired that?
Just like, so like, I was on a hiatus for like 5 years, you feel me? Like, cause like, we was working on THOTWAT, like, I have an up and coming album, my nigga, shout out THOTO, you feel me? We had THOTWAT coming out, so I was on a hiatus from like 2018. Well, I say 3 years, from 2018 to 2021, you feel me? Like, just not dropping nothing, just working on that album, and like, I kept hearing my sound just being taken, and it was like, I couldn't drop, because it was like, I was working on this, you feel me? But I just kept hearing little shit, so it was like, and then that's when I dropped Off the Leash, and then that's when, you feel me, it just was a ripple effect, and then it was just like, I keep hearing remnants of my shit and people's shit, but like, niggas ain't like coming back home, you feel me? Like, niggas ain't coming back to the source, and then it's just like, all right, fuck it then, nigga, stop trying to be like me, you feel me? If you ain't gonna pay homage, like, I pay homage to all of the legends, from Tyler to Rocky to 3-6 to everybody, you feel me? I pay homage to anybody who influenced me, so it's like, if I influence you, it's like, come home, you feel me? And if you don't, stop trying to be like me. You know what I'm saying?
It's interesting, you know, because I've definitely heard the influence in a lot of the music that has been coming out with you. You know, definitely hearing the ICYTWAT influence and shit. I'm like, oh, that's kind of crazy. It kind of sounds like bro right here, like this little part right. I'm like, oh, okay. But also too, you know, it's an interesting position to be in, because it's like, man, like, you kind of want that to happen. No, right? Of course. You know, you want, if you're making...
Of course, but I want like, my flowers while I'm here as well. You feel me? It's like, I don't sneaky do it. You feel me? Because I pay homage to everybody. I love everybody. You feel me? I show from it'd be an underground artist. They got 1,000 followers. I just randomly found them on SoundCloud. I DM them, yo, you fire, gang. You hard. Like, keep going. You got this shit. You feel me? Like, I don't. So it's like, why you can't be like that? You feel me? Especially if you inspired. I mean, like, it was, you know?
100%. 100%. I feel like, you know, we as a whole, you know, community got to get past the point of, like, it doesn't take anything away from you saying that someone else is dope.
Exactly.
It really doesn't. It doesn't hurt you any less. Like, you got to think about it. Like, even the people we've looked up to, the Ye's, the Dre's, the Drakes, like, they've always showed, like, hey, this is the guy. I was inspired by this. I was listening to this. But I feel like the younger generation kind of has a hard time with, like, you know, saying, like, nah, I've been listening to so-and-so shit.
Everybody
you know?
big-headed, you feel me? Everybody big-headed. Everybody want to be that guy. And it's like, it's okay to tell you who your influences is, you feel me? Like, everybody inspired by something, you know?
100%. And I feel like, you know, one of the first times a lot of new young kids heard about you was the Off the Leash song, the remix with Baby Santana and Young Chris.
Yeah, shout out them too. They showed a lot of love.
They did. They showed a lot of love. And I think they went crazy on that song.
Facts,
you know,
facts,
they snapped,
definitely.
they did their thing. Talk a little bit about, you know, those new guys that did show love and, you know, what it's like seeing that, you know, movement happening.
With Young Chris and
yeah, the new, you know, the new generation.
The new generation, I fuck with it. It's I don't like, I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't listen to it, but I fuck with it. You feel me? Like I tap into it here and there. You feel me? But I respect all them kids. You feel me? Like, I respect all them kids, and I fuck with what they doing. I fuck with the whole TikTok wave. I fuck with, like, the whole plug and B wave, the rage shit. Like, you feel me? Even though I don't make that shit, like, I be tapped in that shit. You feel me? Like, Bear One Boss actually is one of my favorite artists. You feel
Bear
me?
One
Shout
is?
out Bear One Boss. You feel
His
me?
shit
Like,
is so crazy,
I
all
listen
over
to
the
that nigga
place.
every fucking day, bro. That nigga, like, music dead make me happy. Like,
Wow.
that was some real shit. Like, that's
Shout out PopstarBenny, man.
dead. Yeah, facts. Shout out Popstar too. Shout out Popstar. Facts.
Man, yeah, it's crazy to see this, you know, this new generation, these young artists going crazy. Collective-wise, you know, you are a part of AGWE. It's been like 6 years since Rocky, you know, announced AGWE as a collective. How did you end up getting to meet Rocky and get even signed to AGWE?
Long story. So, in 2014, December 2014, right before Yams died, he had DM'd me. I was in school. He DM'd me and was like, yo, I found your music on Bandcamp. Send me some beats for Rocky. I was like, you dead ass? Like, I was like, what the fuck? Like, I was 17, you feel me? I was like, you dead ass? He was like, yeah, nah, send me some beats for Rocky. I was like, all right, bet I'm in school now, you feel me? Like, I got you when I get out. He's like, I had better get your schoolwork done, blood. I was like, bet.
That's such a Yams thing to say. Get your schoolwork done, young blood. Shout out to fucking legend, man.
But, so, went home, sent him some beats, you feel me? Didn't hit back for a minute. And then he was like, yo, send some more. So I sent him some more. And then, I think a month later or two, I think he may have died in January or February, he passed away. So I didn't have any contact with Flacco or them or anything, so I was just like, all right, cool. And then Gallardo, shout out Robert Gallardo, at the time he was working with Flacco on a bunch of creative things, and one day I just got a call from him, and he just put Flacco on the phone. He was like, yo, bro, like, I fuck with your shit, like, yo, we gotta link up, just send me some shit, you feel me? And this was like 2015. I had just dropped out of school too. My senior year, like, I was failing. I was fucked up. I ain't gonna lie. I was a fucking senior with sophomore credits. Like, I was doing bad.
Damn.
Just getting high, making beats, not doing shit. You feel me? But I had just dropped out, and it was crazy. As my mom was like, "You got to the end of the year to figure it out, or you got to get a job." 2 months later, that nigga called me and was like, "Yo, we gotta link up." 2 months after that, no, not 2 months after that, it was the Rocky and THOTO tour. You remember that? 2015?
Yeah.
It was during that. He had me come backstage, met him, met a bunch of people, you feel me? And then I was supposed to sign with him then, you feel me? He wanted me to be a part of all then, but was already locked in with council, you feel me? So let the council shit go for a few years, and then, you feel me, that split up. And then 2018 came around, and I ended up dropping the album the same day he dropped the Testing. And then my homie Sule over there was DJing, I think, at whose spot that shit was? It was a tattoo artist. They was just like spotting. Niggas used to hang out in Williamsburg and shit. And he played them Enzo music. And he was like, yo, who is it? Like, it's Twat. Like, I know this nigga. Like, and he called me like as they was playing. Like, yo, nigga, you dry. Like, yo, you rapping? Yeah. Like, yo, this shit hard. You feel me? Like, come fuck with me. So he flew me out literally like 3 days later to Atlanta. Then we was in some rap camp shit. You feel me? Like, that's when I met THOTTWAT. You feel me? I met Crash. Met a lot of niggas, you feel me? And, you know, rest is history. You feel me? After that, he was like, yo, bro, I just want you to be a part of all. And he the one who actually got me to start, like, rapping more. You feel me? He was like, yo, I think you should, like, just start doing hooks. Like, even, like, he's like, just do hooks. Do a bunch of refs. Just, you feel me? Just do hooks, do a bunch of refs. You gonna get it, you feel me? And, like, that shit worked. I ain't gonna lie.
Damn. That's fire, man. That's great to have someone as big as Rocky to, you know, put that battery on your back, like, nigga, like, you can do this, like.
Yeah,
you know,
and it was always genuine, like, from 2015 to now, like, it was always genuine love, bro. Like, nigga done shit for me, I can't even, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's always been genuine love, bro. Like, I love that nigga for real.
So, you know, you met Thought at those camps, right?
Yeah, rap camp.
That's a rap camp.
What we called that shit.
So you met.
It was like an Airbnb. It was just different rooms, different studios. We was all cooking up. You feel me? Just we called that shit rap camp. That was when I first linked up with him, though.
The AGWE rap camp. Yeah. So you guys met there. At what point did you guys decide, and how did it come about that now you guys are going to be a group? And you know,
the moment I met him.
The moment you met him,
like it was like. Instantly, like, we linked, like, we was talking for a minute, you feel me? Then we went to the stool, and there was a bunch of big names in there, you feel me? And we was just like, we both Virgos, like, I'm on the 3rd, I think his birthday is 6th, you feel me? Like, we both was like, yo, bro, we out of here, bro. Like, this shit mixy as hell, bro. We finna just get in our own vibe, bro, you feel me? So we went to the other studio and just started cooking up. And from there, it was just over with, you feel me? And then 2 weeks later, I had flew out to New York and linked up with him. He walked me around this block in Harlem and shit. You feel me? Stayed in the hotel, and then I stayed the extra 2 days, you feel me? Ended up sleeping on the floor at this spot. And woke up at 4 in the morning, and we cooked up this song called Fed Up. The fans know what that is. It's a snippet. You feel me? It's gonna be on the THOTTWAT album. But woke up at 4 in the morning, we made Fed Up, and we was like, nah, what the fuck? Like, this is it. You feel me? And then 2 days later, we sent the song to Flacco. He was like, nah, I gotta make an album. He was like, all right, bet, say less. And from there, it was history. You feel me? That's all from like, that's like 4 months.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like that quick, like from in 2018. Like,
and that one song set it all off.
Yeah.
That's going to be amazing when that comes out in the project. What was the process like now moving forward with creating and getting this project? Because it was supposed to come out last year.
So, honestly, fuck last year. It was supposed to come out in 2019. You feel me? But, you know, the Swedish situation happened. And then COVID happened. And then, you feel me? It was just like, shit was just delaying it. You feel me? Like, by now we on THOTWAT 5. You feel me? Like,
it's that much music.
It's that much music. Because we cook up every day. Like, it ain't shit else to do. Like, I ain't no outside nigga. I don't be going to clubs. I don't club hop. I don't do none of that extra shit, you feel me? Like, I stay in the crib and cook up on it. If I gotta go outside, I'm probably shooting a music video, you feel me? So, like, it's like, we cook up every day, you feel me? I'm making a beat every day, I'm rapping every day. So it's like, we on THOTWAT literally 5 right now, you feel me? 15 songs each, you feel me? Like, locked and loaded, cover art's ready, you feel me? Like, it's up, you feel me? We just gotta get the first one out there, you know? It's timeless music, you feel me? Like, this shit sound like it needs to be out right now. So it's like, I don't know, I think it was the universe playing, you feel me? Like,
yeah. Well, I think the interesting thing about it, too, is you've been in a group before.
Yeah, facts.
So, and, you know, Thought hasn't been in the group. He was a solo artist upon this, you know, this time. So it's kind of like you're taking everything that you personally have learned from being in a group and applying it now. So it's like, it's going to be crazy.
Yeah, facts. Dead ass. This shit gonna last too. It ain't no, you feel me?
You know,
splitting this shit up.
You know, and we'll get a little bit into, you know, Divine in a little bit, but I want to stay just talking about right now, you know, THOTTWAT and the group. How did you guys come about? Just, you know, clearly the names was merged, right?
You wanna know what's weird? it's this video, this old Ashton Matthews video from like 2013. And in the vid, he give Flacco a go-yard bag. And then in the vid, he say, hey, yo, what's good with that THOTWAT, man? Like, randomly. This was 2014 or 2013 or some weird shit. Like, and Yams had posted it on his gram. It was like, what's good with that THOTWAT, man? Like, you feel me? So it was like...
Legend.
This shit just, like, this shit was just meant to be. That's how I feel. You feel me? I feel like all this shit was just meant to happen. You feel me? But his name is THOTO. You feel me? I'm ICYTWAT. We just... THOTWAT. It
was pre in the universe for this to happen.
Dead ass. Like,
that's crazy, man. And you know, Rocky has brought you guys out a numerous of times now. Won a Lyrical Lemonade Summer Smash, the Rolling Loud.
Every damn near show that he can, you feel me? He show us love, pull us out, pop us out. You feel me? Like,
what's it like sharing the stage with A$AP Rocky, man?
Fucking crazy, bro. That shit is crazy. Like, it's crazy and it's exciting. You feel me? Like, it's like, you gotta understand, bro. I'm really a music head and I'm an internet head, you feel me? And I grew up on this shit, so a lot of this shit be surreal for me, you feel me? Like, I really, like, grew up on Frostwire and illegally downloading all these niggas shit and Dat Piff and fucking, you feel me? So it's like, to be on stage with a nigga that I grew up listening to, you feel me? And he's showing me this much, it's like, that shit be like, you know? It be surreal sometimes, but it's like, you know, so you gotta get the job done, no? You feel me?
100%. And I'm sure, like, the first time he brought you guys on stage and, you know, you guys are in front of God knows how many people.
Deadass.
You know, what do you feel like you've initially learned, you know, from that first situation?
Well, I'm going to keep it 100. Like, I'm kind of seasoned with the crowd shit because when I was with Divine Council, we did the Hot Horse tour in 2016 with Young Thug and 21 Savage. And I remember, like, the first show, it was in Norfolk, VA. And, like, it was some hood shit, some club shit. And we was performing like, you know, we had like bright music back then. And every nigga in the club stood there and didn't move, not once. Like, our whole performance. We was performing like a motherfucker. Andre3000 was there, watching us all that. Not one nigga in the club moved. Them niggas was all dressed up like, oh, who the fuck is these niggas on? You feel me? So after I went through that, it was like, oh, I can do this. You feel me? Like, that could have been the most
that was the training day moment.
You feel me? And that was my first show. That was my first show ever.
Wow.
With the niggas, you feel me? And niggas looked at us like, yo, who is these niggas?
Like, what are y'all doing?
And then, like, over time, it got better, you feel me? But it was like, I was kind of like already seasoned with the crowd shit, you feel me? And being on tours and shit, like, back in 2016. So it was like, once I got on stage with him and started rapping my own songs, it was like, nah, I'm finna go crazy now. Like, I know how to do this shit.
That's amazing, man. That Mexican standoff, some shit. And you know, obviously, you know, you said one of the names that lights a bulb in my head, and you know, he's a legend. Andre3000, which you guys, when you're in Divine Council, you have a song with, which is insane. You guys got the verse because his son was a fan of your music, and that's absolutely insane. Talk a little bit about, you know, working with the fucking GOAT. Like,
he's
3
amazing.
Stacks, man.
Like, he's amazing. Even after that, like, we worked on stuff that's like just never seen the light of day. But like,
wow. So there's more Andre. There
yeah,
was
like
more
I
Andre
was in,
shit.
like, I don't know if I can talk, but it's, you feel me? It's like just fire shit. Like, being like working with him is cool because he authentic, you feel me? And like, he a genuine hearted person, you feel me? It's like, it ain't no like, you don't get no weird vibes from him. Like, he dead genuine, and he love music just as much as I love music. So it's like, you feel me? Like, he want the best product, you know? Like, he want the best shit. Like, I think, like, when we sent him Decemba, it's crazy because when we did Decemba was on a whole nother beat. Like, Silk verse was on a whole nother beat. And he was like, I don't like this beat. I need you to remix it like how I did the Carti remix. So he sent me the vocals. I made the beat on Friday. We dropped the song on Saturday. Andre sent us the verse on Sunday. And it was like that quick, you feel me? He's like, nah, fuck with this shit. Y'all niggas like, you feel me? And then he paid for the video.
Wow.
He got it done for us. He was like, you know, I'm doing this off GP. Like, you feel me? I fuck with this shit, you feel me? Like, this shit went up.
It's crazy, man. It's insane, bro. He's such a fucking legend, man.
Deadass.
Man, there's just so many 3 Stacks verses that go through my head, and it's just like, bro, it's like, even now,
and
like,
he got like, he just like, he's still a GOAT. I'm gonna just say that.
Nah, I think Andre. Like, I think Andre, if he chose to,
he's still the GOAT. Like he's still the GOAT. Like Andre, please drop music. You're like the shit you got tucked. You're still the GOAT, man. Drop that shit.
I need to hear that. I feel like, you know, if Andre3000 came and dropped a project right now, I think the world would stop.
It would.
100%. Like, that man is different. I would love to see that. I would love to hear him make niggas, like, I feel like he would make niggas want to rap, like, and really think about shit. Mm-hmm. Like, nah, like, I'm not trying.
And the sounds, too, like,
yeah. I seen him, like, walking around Hollywood with a flute and he had an exceptionally amazing fit. Some Jordan 3s, Black Cement 3s, some, like, vintage, probably, like, double RL, Ralph Lauren pants. He had a fucking denim jacket and then an army jacket and a flute and then a beanie. And I was like, bro, why are you so cool? Like, bro, you're so far. And it was like vintage and like, you know, you could tell he was in that fit for like 3 days. Like, it was such a good fit. It was a 3-day fit for sure. He had one of those on. You know what I mean? Yeah. Crazy, man. You know, Divine Council, you know, the group started it all for you, but you guys all seem to have found your separate ways. Yeah. Talk a little bit about, you know, just getting to that point of you guys, you know, separating and what even caused this separation.
That shit was an amazing ride. Like, you feel me? Like, I ain't got no ill words on them, you feel me? Because the shit we made together was fucking amazing. Like, everything we did was amazing. It was just like a lot of internal conflict that didn't have anything to do with me. Mm-hmm. You feel me, personally? And like, I was just seeing shit and I was just like, you know what? Nah, like, I'm not stupid, you feel me? Like, if I see some shit going wrong, I'm not just gonna wait till like it get to that point, then it's like, oh, all right. You feel me? Like, nah, I'm gonna get out that situation early, you feel me? And record a plan, you feel me? Like, I ain't gonna just wait till shit hit the fan, you feel me? And it was like, I seen shit about to hit the fan, just, you feel me, parted ways properly, you feel me? But, you know, they already had their own internal conflicts going on with each other, you feel me? That it ain't my business to speak on, you feel me? That's their shit, you feel me? But it just wasn't gonna work out, you feel me?
So you
the music was amazing, but it wasn't gonna work out as a group, you feel me?
Yeah.
Like, it just wasn't gonna work out.
So you saw all that and, you know, you addressed and you had to dip out.
Yeah, basically, you feel me? It was just like, bro, like, it used to be times where, like, I used to send niggas, like, his motivational shit, try to get niggas out they rut, you feel me? Like, I don't know, people mindset, you feel me? Like, and then I was the youngest nigga out the group, too. Like, I was the younger nigga out the group, so it's like, bro, y'all niggas grown as hell, bro. Y'all can't sit here and figure this shit out, bro. Like, what the fuck am I, you know?
You felt like it was more of like a sitting in, like, self-pity and, like, things like that instead
nah,
of, like,
they just had
trying to figure it out?
Bro, it's bitches. It's always about bitches.
Bitches,
you
man?
You feel me? It's always about the
man.
bitches, you feel me? And not even to put nobody's business out there, but it's always about the bitches, you feel me? So it's like, if you in a group, you feel me? Don't break up over the hoes. You feel me? Don't break up over the hoes.
I feel like that's the catalyst for, like, every single fucking rap group. It's just like,
it's the bitches,
the hoes breaking these groups up. What the fuck, man? We gotta put a ban on these hoes for groups. We banning the hoes for the groups.
Stop double dipping. Just get your own bitch. You feel me? Like, you know.
We gotta put a ban on these hoes, man, because y'all hoes out here are causing division in great American groups. Y'all are terrorists. You hoes are terrorists. Stop that shit, man. Stop breaking up these damn groups. We need this music. I'm tired of this shit,
you man. You hit him, man. You feel me?
But, you know, hopefully, you know,
shout out them boys, though.
Yeah, of course. And
Silk's still going crazy, you feel me? Like, it's no beef between us. It ain't no friction between us. It ain't no tension between us.
Yeah.
You know, it was just
the hoes.
We all grown, man. We all grown, and it's like, you know, we all got to make our own decisions. And if, you know, shit just happened, man. Shit happens.
Yeah. Producer-wise, you know, it's very important for you, and, you know, it's something you always said that you're a producer first. So I definitely want to dive in a little bit about, you know, what are you producing on? Just like some producer talk, for real,
FL.
for real. You're FL.
Always been FL. At first, it was Mixcraft. So when I was 14, I had a PC, and like in 8th grade, I had this class called Deck, and one of our projects was we had to make a song on GarageBand. So I fucked with that shit so heavy. So I was like, okay, what's the GarageBand version for PC? And Mixcraft came up. So I downloaded Mixcraft and started making like all my first beats and first songs and shit on that. Then transitioned to FL and been on that shit ever since. Like, I'm on FL on my iPad now. Like,
Wow.
You feel me? I just learned that shit like, what, 2-3 days ago, you feel me? Like, just been fucking around on that. Like,
that's amazing.
FL always been my go-to.
What do you feel like is your, you know, go-to wise? What do you feel like is your go-to VST on FL?
Omnisphere, because I paid so much for that motherfucker. Like, I might as well
So
use that shit.
You're forcing yourself to get your money's worth.
You feel me? I might as well. But nah, there's so many sounds on that shit. Like, it's a lot of sounds on that shit. And I fuck with, I can't get too much sauce up, you feel me? But Omnisphere, definitely.
Definitely Omnisphere.
Yeah.
If you can give any type of sauce up.
I would say, get Analog V. I like Analog Lab V.
Okay,
Probably
yeah,
that
yeah,
shit
yeah.
on Splice. It's like a bunch of shit that comes in like one. And everybody know the basics, you feel me? Purity, fucking Wave Station, like niggas know the basics. Like y'all know the ICYTWAT sound by now. Y'all haven't seen too many tutorials. Y'all know.
Do you watch your own tutorials?
Facts, I do.
Have you learned anything from watching your tutorials that you've applied?
Facts. Like it be like you got like I'm not technical with this shit. You feel me? Like it be shit. Like it's still shit I don't know how to do on FL that it's so simple. Like, I still be having to watch Internet Money tutorials and shit.
Shout
like,
out Internet Money,
dead
man.
ass. You feel me? Like to like how to fucking slice this or do that. Because it's like I never really learned it. I just went in and just did it by ear
naturally.
and just,
Yeah.
You feel me? Just fucked around with it. So it's like I still to this day watch tutorials on mixing and all that shit. You feel me? Like,
where would we be without Internet Money tutorials?
Nah, dead ass.
Where would we be? Shout out Internet
Shout out
Money.
Internet
You guys don't get enough credit. You guys are very much responsible for, you know, pushing production forward, you know, and teaching a generation how to make beats.
Shout out Taz, Nick, and all 100 of y'all I'm missing.
All 65 of them.
Oh yeah, 65. Crazy.
You know, now constructing a song, because I feel like your music and your beats are so well put together. What does ICYTWAT start with? Is it a melody or a drum type of person?
Melody always.
Melody always?
Melody always. That set the mood, you feel me, whether it's going to be...
How do you know a melody's done and ready to have drums added on it? Is there something that you
it's easy. It's a basic loop, basic 8-bar loop. Like, I just need a basic loop, you feel me? Whether I'm making it myself or I'm sampling the song, or, you feel me? It's just that I can start from that basic 8-bar and just build on top of that. I can add more samples and add more beat. Like I just layer it. But it's mostly the melody though, like the melody and the mood and what mood I'm feeling too.
Yeah.
It's like I might be mad, like bro, shit be making me mad. That's why my like music kind of been like a little aggressive lately. Like it be a lot of shit. Like don't get me wrong,
you can definitely hear it, and I
ain't got nothing to complain about. Not to cut you off, I'm sorry, but not.
No, you good.
Like, I ain't got nothing to complain about in life. You feel me? Life good, but it be shit that be pissing me off. You feel me? So it's like that's what It's like that's what a lot of my aggression lately been coming in my music. It's like that's how I'm feeling at the moment. That's what got to come out. So
yeah,
I'll try to find a melody that fit how I'm feeling, you feel me? And it's like, oh, I bet that's it.
Yeah, and one of the things I've noticed too with that is you are using a lot of the same sounds. Are you, what is it, like the same 5-10 sounds that you use so every time, right?
Yeah.
I've definitely picked up on that, and like same snare, same hat, same rolls. It's 2-step, you know, which I think is dope. I think like if it's broke, don't fix it, right?
Signature. You feel me? Like I don't want to like, not to say I don't want to, but I want it to be a progression of my evolution. You feel me? I don't want to just
switch it
have
up.
an album full of different ass shit. You know, like 'cause like these beats don't sound like 2016, 2015. You feel me? And 2024, 4 or 5 might not sound like this. You feel me? And it's like I wanted to progressively grow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
the cowbell and the bells you use,
facts.
like it's like all dialed down to a thing.
But I also still want to keep that signature ICYTWAT sound, so that's why I always use it. You know, exactly.
Yeah.
Cowbells, like. The
and then the little bit of hint of just life, even though you're making dark music, I can hear it, and I can hear a life in there. See color. I can see a tiny bit of color. It's almost like, nigga, I'm trying to be happy. I'm here. Let me out. Type shit. Well, I'm very excited, for the project with you and Thought.
Hell yeah.
What do you feel like you personally want to accomplish with that?
What do I personally want to accomplish with that? Honestly, I just want the world to hear us, bro, because it's so good. Like, I just want the world to hear it. I want the world to hear it. That's what I want to be accomplished, you feel me? Like, I want the world to hear that shit, you feel me? Whether you like it or not, just at least you gave it a listen, you feel me? Because we worked hard on that shit. Yeah. And it took us a minute, you feel me? Like, that's all I want.
That's amazing. And you know what I loved about City, right? You also put out a short film for it.
City Files, facts.
I watched that. I thought it was dope. You got to see you create, you chill, in the studio, vibing, making music. What was the importance of putting that out?
The fans have never seen, like, bro, I've been so incognito for years. Like, even me doing this is like out of the ordinary for me.
Bro, I was like, when you hit me up, because I've been trying to get the interview done, and then you hit me up like, yo, let's do it. I was like, is this nigga serious? Like, is he bullshitting?
Nah, yeah, like, you feel me? Like, I be on my, like, just hermit shit, just in the crib, incognito. So it's like when I pop out, like, it's like I felt like I wasn't giving the fans what they needed. You feel me? It's like you can't grow if you don't interact with your fans and show yourself. You feel me? And I'm also like, I felt like since I was a producer first, I didn't need to show my face. You feel me? I didn't need to be in the forefront like I'm just a producer. But now that I'm transitioning into rap, it's like you have to be, you know what I'm saying, the face
forward
of this
facing
shit.
For sure.
So it's like that was one of the main reasons why to get them like a intimate one-on-one with me. You feel me? Because they never had that ever. I've never done that.
Man, it's crazy to really see your progression and just seeing that doc too, right? Just seeing you in the studio cooking. And I'm sure they've been loving it. And I think one of the things that I do love about you as an artist is like you just constantly putting out music videos.
Yeah.
Like your output on videos is just fire.
And that was because the fans complained that you don't drop videos. So it was like, I bet. Here you go. You feel me? And it's like now it's gotten to the point where like I do it impulsively now, like, cause it's like I'll make a song, like for instance, right, the last 2 songs I dropped was War and Feel Like Pat. I literally made those songs 2 days ago. Shot the vids. No, I'm sorry. Feel Like Pat, Gangsta Woo, and
R.I.P. Gangsta Woo.
Yeah, R.I.P. Gangsta Woo and War. War and R.I.P. Gangsta Woo, I recorded those songs 2 days ago and shot the songs in 2 days and said, fuck it, I'm dropping them all the same day. Just like, you feel me, on some impulsive shit. Cause I be like, I ain't gonna lie, don't do drugs, but like I be getting so high, so I be up at like 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning, like irritated, like I'm tired of hearing this bullshit music, I'm gonna drop. Like I'm tired of seeing these niggas, like I'm tired of hearing this shit, I'm gonna drop some shit for these niggas.
You know, we briefly talked about, your influences earlier from the Kanye West, being from Chicago, the life that you brought to the Playboi Carti Talk remix, and, all the additional value you brought as a producer to Divine Council. Talk a little bit more about, your overall influence.
Well, from the beginning, like I said, I always was around music, but the person who like made me want to get into music was Tyler. You feel me? Tyler, the creator. Like when I heard, I think it was Inglorious was the first song I heard by him. I had seen him on a Funny or Die skit, and then Inglorious was in the recommendations, the Bastard album, and I remember clicking that shit and hearing it and being like, yo, nah, what the fuck? Like these chords, like the chords is what caught me because I've always been like I love chords, like songs
he
and
loves
shit.
chords.
So it's like,
Tyler loves chords.
You feel me? So that caught my attention instantly. And like, don't get me wrong, like Tyler's an amazing rapper, but I wasn't really like listening to what he was saying, it was just like the beats just caught my attention.
Yeah.
So I remember going on the internet trying to find the instrumentals, and I couldn't find none of the instrumentals for the shit, but I could find piano tutorials. So it was this guy named North Pop Productions, and he was doing all the tutorials for Tyler songs on the piano. So I was recreating them on Mixcraft, and that's how I got into producing. You feel me? So it was like Tyler, and then finding out who he was influenced by. And I was like, oh shit, nigga, you influenced by Pharrell, and nigga, this is all shit I listened to when I was a kid. And then it just, everything started clicking. And then, you feel me? And then Metro Zoo, shout out Metro Zoo, shout out Lofty, shout out Ruben Slick. Like, those were like, that's where I got the TWAT name from, you feel me? Like, they used to be on their Cosmo TWAT shit heavy. They heavy underground legends. I was heavy inspired by them, you feel me? Of course, Flocko, you feel me? Of course, ASAP Mob, and a lot of jazz, you feel me? A lot of jazz, like Roy Ayers, you feel me? I fuck with Roy Ayers heavy. And the internet, that was Sid the Kid and Matt Martians. They were like, this is all 2011, 2010, like, you feel me? 2012 shit, like, that was all the shit that made me, like, make my sound into what it is right now, you feel me? Like, it just all that coalesced into one. And Lex Luger, you feel me? I went through my whole Waka Flocka phase, Gucci phase, like, it was all coalesced into one, you feel me? That's how, you know, became me.
Nah, man, definitely said some legends there, and you can hear, you know, the Tyler reference points in your early beats and that life, once again, that he has. Like, when you hear a Tyler song, you really feel like you're going somewhere. You know, I heard Pharrell once say, chords are your coordinates. You know, his music take you somewhere. And I love that about T, and I love that about Pharrell. Like, I feel like the music is constantly evolving, constantly moving, and constantly taking me somewhere. It's like I'm on an adventure when I listen to their music.
Facts.
Well, you know, we usually do this to close it out and everything. What is your message for our generation?
Damn, what's my message for our generation? Do whatever it is you want to do. You feel me? Like, but be smart about it, you know? Like, don't let nobody, like, tell you what to do. Unless it's like, you know what I'm saying? If you were of age, of course, like, kids, obviously, you know, listen to your parents and shit like that. But, like, once you're a grown man, do what you need to do to get out here and get what you need to get done, man. You feel me? Like, my message to the generation would be to get up off your ass and get it, you feel me? Fuck the phone, fuck social media, you feel me? Get off your ass and get whatever it is that you got in your heart you want to do. You feel me? You can do that shit, bro. It's just take you, move your motherfucking feet, you feel me? All right, that's it.
My boy, appreciate you.
Gang, thank you for having me.